Coming up to another episode of Hold All Tickets, and we've got an absolutely stacked show, Brown Dog. What can they expect?
There's a magnificent Group 2 up in Sydney with some stars returning.
And despite Brownie's attempts at cheating and sabotage, we managed to pick our spring stable.
Plus, we've got another failure of a quiz, so make sure you check that out. Hold All Tickets right now. G'day and welcome to another episode of Hold All Tickets. I'm your host, Mick Wall. And of course, as always, we're brought to you by Stockhead. You come to us at Punters for your racing tips, and you go to Stockhead for your stock tips. And if you're checking this out on YouTube, make sure you're subscribing and sharing and liking and getting around us. And speaking about getting around us, two people I love getting around every week, Rose Pearson, Campbell Brown. How are we?
Great to be with you.
Yeah, great to be here.
Good to hear. Good to hear. All right. Last week was tough, but not from the reasons you'd expect. We just had scratchings galore.
Wasn't it amazing? War Machine, Punch Lane, Dutch SU, Stylish. I had more scratchings than winners, which is not great.
No.
Columbus, very disappointing. J-Mac gave that every chance, sat outside leader, just didn't find at all, missed the placing. Yeah. And it was pretty well supported late too. I think it sort of jumped around $1.80. So market got that one wrong. Check the vet. I didn't see there was anything wrong with it. But all we can do is bounce back. Isn't that right, Rose?
It is indeed. I didn't have a horrendous day. Didn't get any winners, but it was around.
Well, that's
the
horrendous.
mark.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just put a line
I
through
had a
it.
couple of seconds and a third.
No, you're
We've
around
been
the
going
mark.
well. We'll put a line through it. We move on.
5-star was good run.
I
Stars.
think
Vice-Stars.
Slash Appeal was good, but not as dominant as you would want it to be if she's going to go forward and win a Group 1. I think at level weights, Rise at Dawn kicks her out.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's
There we
true.
go.
Rise of Dawn, definitely a win coming at some point. Speaking of Missile Stakes this week, this is when we know spring is on the doorstep. Spring is coming. We're going to dive into that race in a little bit, and there's a lot of good horses returning. That's where you start to get excited and you go, okay, we're on the verge of the good horses coming back now.
There's Group 2 action, and some of them have trialled up really nicely,
really
haven't
well.
they? So
Yep.
we'll
Now-
touch on that race.
Speaking of great horses, I think we just need to go through this. We need to have a look because we have the Victorian Racing Awards coming up. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to ask your opinions on a couple of the big awards. The first one being the Horse of the Year nominations. We've got Half Yours, Observer, Tentaris, and Via Sistina.
Oh, isn't it fantastic? All four thoroughly deserve to be there. Just going back and looking at some of their numbers over the course of the last season. Observer with the two Group 1s, Australian Guineas and the Derby, two Group 2s, and then two Group 1 placings, third in the Guineas and Rose Hill Guineas as well. What a campaign that was. Retired now.
It's impressive, but I think the main two contenders for me, Via Sistina and
Half Yours.
Half Yours, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's Cups double and Via Sistina being Via. Who's winning it?
I think Half Yours for doing the Cups double.
I agree. I think he's winning it, but part of me wants Via Sistina to win it again. I think, I mean, it's so rare to do that, the Cups double, but Via Sistina had 5 runs, all in Group 1s, all top 3.
Yeah.
That's so good. And to do that year after year.
I think Half Yours will get it. The performance of the whole year for me, and this was the race that I fell in love with, Tentaris, wasn't the Group 1, it was the Group 2 Gothic Stakes at
On
Caulfield
Cup Day.
when it just absolutely flew late, had
Flicked
no
the
right
switch.
to,
I know.
to
I
win.
mean, everyone was on it. The whole track. I was on course. The whole track was on it, and we just lost.
Couldn't win at the furlong, could it?
No, it couldn't. And it was just one of those ones that you just write down and go, I was there when. And it was magnificent. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's enough to get the job.
No,
I think-
obviously not.
No,
I'm just
but
saying, for
I'm
me
with you.
personally, that was a great
I don't
run.
disagree. I reckon it's that and
And then went on to win the Coolmore and the Lightning. But
Yeah.
Broke the record. in the
she's
Coolmore.
Did it?
she's an alibi on All Stakes Day for me when went up on the run.
Yeah.
It was like that was the one. I'm like, okay, this is a horse. But
we're pretty lucky that, we had 4 absolute, not just superstars for this year, but I think we'll look back in time and those 4 will hold up in any era. Yeah.
Has a horse won it 2 years in a row?
Oh,
Off the top
you
of
have
your
to
head.
go back. I'm not. Look, I would have thought that Mackay would have been a chance when she won the second Melbourne Cup and then would have definitely won it when she won the Melbourne Cox double. So I don't know off the top of my head, but there would have been others. Like Black Caviar would have been a chance.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely other runners like in terms of this. I know Winx would have won the New South Wales racehorse the year because it won the Australian racehorse.
I'm going to be there Saturday night too on the same table as Adam.
Oh, so, Adam of Hold All Tickets fame. Adam Brett. So, very good. Is he going to talk to you after we kicked him off the show?
What is it you say? You're like arthritis? There's no joint you can't get to.
Yeah. So they've let me in, the good friends of Racing Victoria. I'm looking forward to it.
And the Scobie Breesley is a 3-2-1 voted by the stewards each race day. So Craig Williams, Jamie Mott, who were fighting out the jockey premiership, they're in the mix. Jamie Malcolm, Dan Stackhouse, among others. Who's your tip to take this one out?
I think Willow will.
Yep.
Like consummate professional, isn't he? Still at his age, still doing what he's doing, day in, day out, season by season. It's pretty extraordinary, isn't it?
It is. It's impossible to know because, I mean, he's ridden more winners than everyone else, but they don't necessarily always award 3 points for winning. I would like to see Jamie win it, I think, because, you know, he was a real contender for winning the premiership. Jamie Mott, for, you know, a good while there, and it's very hard for him to do because he's not getting the light rides that Willow would be getting, and he's not getting as many favourites as Willow would be getting either. And to be smashing out that many winners, I think he deserves a lot of those points. I'd love to see him get it. There
you go. Now, if you want to check out all the action, here's where you go to racing.com online. That is not the free-to-air channel, Saturday the 8th of August at 7:30 p.m. and you can stream all the action there. Should be a great night. You never know. Brown Dog might even get himself on TV, but I'd suggest if the cameras go to you, something's gone really right really wrong.
I promise you I won't be doing a Michael Slater. Do you remember at the end of one awards night, he jumped on stage and started singing with Jimmy Barnes, K-San? Yeah, that won't be happening, I promise you.
No Kanye performances from you on stage. All right. Now, speaking about great horses, the Cox Plate nominations have been released. The Francis Henry Graffard horse that we're expecting wasn't nominated and what we got was Map of Stars instead, due to a JMac recommendation, which I found interesting, plus all the others we expect. But I just thought initial thoughts, picks on who you like.
It's going to be a strong Cox Plate, isn't it? JMac looking for 5 in a row, obviously. Animo, Romantic Warrior, and then the 2 Via Sustinas. Waller chasing an equal 7th, which had put him in the same company as TJ Smith. I tipped Aliana when we played that game a couple of weeks ago. No reason to jump off that superstar. And I never know what to expect from some of the Raiders. You know what I mean? Brilliance.
Well, the Calandigan move, and as I said, Grafford's decided to not go with that, instead going with Map of Stars, which I find interesting, off the back of the Ascot win that J-Mac rode over there and then recommended and said you should, you know, I know it got Caulfield Cup qualification, but you should actually consider this.
He's got a strong hand, J-Mac, doesn't he? Like, he's basically got his pick of...
Well, that's where your pick is on the day, because if J-Mac actually saddled that up over jumping on Aliana, like that would be massive news. You'd think he'd be...
Imagine if he recommended them to go over and run in the Cox Plate and then didn't take the ride.
Well, I mean, he'd usually be on the lead Waller runner, right? Like that would be the thinking.
Usually.
But I don't know. It's exciting. Where do you see?
I think J-Mac can just do whatever he wants.
Of course he can. He's the best.
At this point, I'd lean towards J-Mac recommending Map of Stars. I mean, he's won 4. He knows what it takes to win a Cox Plate. Every chance, though, once they start racing, he could jump off one, jump on another. You never know. I like to wait till it's a bit closer.
Yeah, fair enough too. We got plenty of time. Plenty of water to go under the bridge. All right, let's get stuck into the racing. We're going to Randwick, where the rail is out 4 metres, currently a soft 6. The weather is fine. And we've got the Group 2 Missile Stakes over the 1,200 metres. Angel Capital, $2.80 favourite. Ninjas, $3.90. Gangster Granny, also at $3.90. Napoleonics at $6. Midnight Dynamite, who will have the fitness edge on the few at the top of the market at the $9, and you're talking 46 or more after that. But this is a good race.
Absolutely cracking race. I'll leave it up to Rose because I know she really likes one here in this particular event.
Yeah, I do. I've put Angel Capital on top, and that's my best bet of the whole
Whoa.
weekend.
Spoiler.
There we
Yeah,
go.
spoiler alert, sorry. And it wasn't the easiest selection, but I did put him on top. I think he's proven in Group 1 company. He's got a terrific first up record. He's one of the better performed horses on a soft track in that field. He's jumped out really well, and Chris Waller's given a big push for him as well. He said how well he's returned this prep. So for me, when I lined everything up, I put him on top.
There you go.
All really good horses, aren't they? You know, I'm a huge fan of Ninja. Not a great first up horse, but it's trialled up really, really well against Napoleonic. Napoleonic got it in the first trial, then it was ridden out to beat Napoleonic. I'm a big fan of Midnight Dynamite, as you know, because I've tipped it about 5 times. I think this horse is reaching its level against a few of these really nice horses. I've gone with Gangster Granny. Classy mare, good first up, which showed last preparation winning the Key Aurora, this track and trip. Drawn barrier 1. Timmy Clark just needs to jump and go forward on it, and I think it's going to be a really horse to run down, carrying only the 54.5 kilos and was another that trialled up fantastic, but you could make a good case for the first 4 in the market.
Yep.
That's probably why.
I really like Napoleonic as well. The only thing that pushed me slightly towards Angel Capital as well is I'm anticipating it being a soft track, and I think Napoleonic is better on slightly dry tracks.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. So,
But he's got some good races in him this prep for sure.
Napoleonic.
Oh, yeah. He looks like he's been jumping out.
And we'll have that residual fitness from the campaign up in Queensland as well. So, yeah, really good race, exciting. I mean, Angel Capital, you can't knock. You know, 1-4 from 5 first up. Good horse, trialled well. But, yeah, I don't know why. I'm leaning towards Gangster Granny. I reckon it's going to be a good spring campaign for that horse.
Yeah, love it. All right, race 7 on the cards over 1,800 metres. And we've got Tazima as $1.80 favourite. Boniface is $3.50. Now, this horse is duly accepted, as a number of runners have on the day, also down in Melbourne. It's currently the first emergency. Methuselism.
There we go. Yeah.
And he's come undone.
That's what got Rose last week as well.
Methuselim,
which I knew before, and I practiced it 18 times in the mirror, brown dog. And you just come out and
owners,
go, whack.
mate,
Yeah, there you go. Mate, they're trying to trip us up. $8.50. It's Poison Chalice, $11, and everything's out from there. You both like the favourite here, Brando? We might start with you.
Tazima won 3 in a row, put the rivals away comfortably last start. Meets Boniface again over the same trip if it runs. Obviously, I'm hoping it runs in Melbourne because I've actually tipped it in race 8 down here. I can't see Boniface, if it runs, turning the tables on Tazima. And then some of these other horses, I just don't think are in the same class. This horse is airborne at the moment. J-Mac riding. In fact, the stiffest jockey in the country is Sienna Grimer, who's ridden Tazima 5 times, 4 wins and a really good third. Rode this horse for the last 3 wins, jumps off. Where's the loyalty, Chris? But J-Mac comes on, so obviously not losing much. But surely you give Sienna Grimer
I thought the same thing. I thought it was an interesting switchover of the jockeys. And it did make me think, well, maybe this is an indication of what Chris Waller thinks Mutasalim's Mutasalim.
Methuselim. See, everyone can say it if they're not the one that has to say it.
You can say it once.
You can say it
once.
Have
you noticed I've stayed out of the pronunciation?
The dog's not dumb. It's not his first rodeo. He knows what he's doing.
What's it called?
There's a few Chris Waller ones in that race. No, he put Sienna Grimmer on for the jump out, and he jumped out really well. And I really liked this horse. He was nommed last week and was scratched. I tipped him. I thought he's been racing really well. Yeah. So perhaps Chris Waller thinks this horse is going to race really well, and it just might need the help of a claim. Maybe Tazima might be, flattening out a little bit. I doubt it. I think, J-Mac wants the ride back on that horse, so he's got it. But could be the other way around. I certainly don't think that Methuselim is going to go bad. But, very stiff.
It
before
looks
Sienna
it looks a
losing
2 or
Lorraine.
3 horse race. I'm thinking Boniface comes out.
Yep.
That's what I do. My
Yep.
gut feel
I'm
says.
not sure it
Who
will.
are the other two in the 3-horse race, Brad?
Methuselah.
Oh, he got it. I was hoping he'd
I'm
get
not. I don't know if Boniface will come out of
Really?
this race. He's drawn better here.
Yeah.
And he likes soft tracks.
I just don't-
think Randwick's going to be softer.
Wouldn't you
than-
dodge Tazima, considering it's beaten you the last couple of times? And
Yeah, but you've got to
That's the
go where
question.
you've drawn. I think at Caulfield he's drawn barrier 15 or 16.
goes back though.
Yeah, at Caulfield Heath. Do you want to go back at Caulfield
Good call.
Heath?
That's a good call.
know?
All right. It's a good shout. All right. Randwick Race 6, Amazing Eagle is your $3.90 favourite. You got Call Me Gorgeous at $4.80. Beast Mode, who's another dual acceptor at $5.50. Primavera at the $6. Zoo Ripper $6 also, and double figures the rest.
Spoke to the connections of Beast Mode. They are leaning towards racing up in Sydney.
Okay.
Obviously, it's dual nommed, as you mentioned, for down here in Caulfield as well. But good track up there.
J-Mac aboard.
J-Mac on board, drawn barrier 2, Railer out 4. I think
Yeah.
it'll do what it does. It'll just jump and absolutely ping the lids and fly along. It doesn't need one stride over 1,000 metres, this horse. So back from 1,100 to the 1,000.
The 55-second challenge
does.
down
It
down
really
in the
I was
valley. Yeah.
curious when you spoke to them. Did they give you any explanation for his sort of below par performances so far this prep? Because he's not been racing as well as he
Nah,
can.
he hasn't. But I think last start it was an 1,100 metre race at Caulfield, wasn't it? So
Yeah, that'll do
And
it.
that's what they said. It was just a bit too
the
far.
horse literally
He only missed by one in
can't
his second
run.
first
Because I
start.
think he is the
Yeah.
class horse of that race. I just don't particularly like how well he's been racing at the moment.
yeah. They feel like the horse is back.
Okay.
First up was good. Like they should never race the horse over 1,100 metres ever again. It's a
No.
1,000 metre horse only,
Yep.
and it'll be in front either a stride before the line
Or
it'll get collared
yeah.
by
After it,
a swarm of horses and run fifth, and you go, oh geez, but you'll be in it a hell of a long way, and that's why I think J-Mac on board, good barrier, 550, good deck. I'm more than happy to take it on. Call Me Gorgeous is the danger, because it was a really good third behind Midnight Dynamite. That form has well and truly been franked. So I was happy to take Amazing Eagle on.
There you go.
I put Amazing Eagle on top. I think his runs have been great this prep, and he's 6 kilos better off at the weights
Yep.
than Beast Mode, which is a big advantage. And he's drawn to get a much better run in transit on Saturday last time. He really attacked the line well, which, as you know, I love to see, despite getting clustered up and being bumped on the hindquarters. To pick yourself back up after you've lost momentum and attack the line that well is a big tick for me. So I've put him on top for that race.
Okay.
Very good. That's our racing in Sydney. Now, before we head down to Melbourne, we've got to have a look at a couple of things. And the first thing on my rundown here is the Black Book. And we've got a couple coming into the Black Book.
Yeah, I've certainly added one. Was working yesterday on SEN track, and race 5 at Canterbury, there was an Adam Duggan runner that was first up. It won its first 2 career starts, and then they threw it in the deep end into a listed race, and it didn't quite measure up. Spelled, trialled up, and wasn't really in the market yesterday. It was on the 3rd or 4th line of betting, around $6 or $7, over 1,100 metres, and it got back. Got a bit cluttered up too, just kept getting shuffled back, but absolutely flew. Its last couple of furlongs were outstanding, and ended up coming 4th, but wasn't beaten too far. So I think next start, maybe over 1,200 metres, sit a little bit closer. Brown Sugar is one that I'll be following.
Rose, you got one too?
Yes, it was up on the socials earlier in the week. Non-reflective up at Belmont. It was only his second ever career start, and I think the horse that won that race, Godspeed, he might end up being quite a handy galloper.
Yep.
He ran them along a really hot tempo, and non-reflective was just out the back, and he's run the fastest last 600 of the entire race, and I think he's just screaming out for 1,400 metres. So I'll be keeping an eye on him to see where he goes round next. If it's 14 or more, I think I'll be having my money on.
All right, that's very good. Now, if you want to manage your own Black Book, jump onto Punters, the app, or punters.com.au. Punters Light. Sign it up. It's free, and then you can set up your Black Book heading into spring. I tell you every week, you need to be doing this, all right? Punters Light, it's free. Get your Black Book sorted so you're not missing runners. when it comes to spring. All right, we're going to mix things up a little bit before we get to Caulfield and the races there at the Heath, because we've got our spring stable now. I tasked both of you during the week. You had to come up with 4 horses, a sprinter, 3-year-old, couple of middle distance staying cups horses, then a trainer and a jockey. Look, we were going to do this on air, but we've had to redo it 3 times because it was taking so long to do a snake draft. I think it was lost on the room. So why don't we just now run through who we got, because well, you didn't want to have to go through that, punters. I'll give you the tip. Brown Dog, give us
I'm
your
really
stable.
happy with my team. I think the draft was sensational. Sprinters, or my one sprinter is Briasa.
Yep.
I think that horse bounces back for the Hawks team. 3-year-old Stretton Ruler.
Nice.
So Philip Stokes has a nice horse there, and will go on this spring. My 2 stayers, Sir Dilius, and She's an Alibi. Just painless, those. Jockey, Zach Lloyd, we saw what he was capable of in the autumn. And Kieran Ma is going to be my number 1 trainer.
Very strong stable, Brown Dog. Very good. Rose, take us through yours.
Okay, my sprinter is Jolly Star.
Come on, mate.
What are we
I reckon it's a
laughing
great
at?
pick.
Why is that a bad pick?
I'm just laughing.
Why is that a bad pick?
I don't think it is a bad pick.
Back yourself in.
I am backing myself in.
Three-year-old?
It's gone away to
The 3-year-old.
Royal Ascot.
Your
Come
3-year-old's
back. It's going to be improved from it.
Okay.
A trip away does horses a lot of good.
Your 3-year-old's a great pick.
Thank you.
Who's your 3-year-old?
Trombold.
Trombolt, very good pick. Who are your middle distance staying types?
Autumn Glow and Yellow Jersey.
That's good.
Strong.
Too. And trainer jockey.
Chris Waller, J-Mac. Can't beat him.
You're going to come in trouble.
I reckon it's a
trouble.
bit. I was going to say, I reckon it's probably $1.82, maybe $1.70, $2.10, $2.15 in Rose's favour. Now, this is how it will work. Really, really simple. We only look at the absolute top shelf here. So every Group 1 win, they get a point. Trainer, jockey, horse, any Group 1 win they have, they get a point. So if you've got one of your horses trained by Waller and ridden by J-Mac, that'd be 3, obviously, or Mar or Lloyd or anything like that. So we will keep track on that throughout the spring, and that's obviously going to kick off when the Group 1s kick off, but we wanted to get that in the books. All right, far less painless watching than it was doing that one, I guarantee you. Apologies to Olivia, our producer, for the edit. Now,
I've never heard of a snake draft. I didn't know what it was.
Rose. It's like, it's pretty common.
I thought it was quite funny when we started. Your first pick was an anaconda, and then a cobra, brown snake.
Yeah.
I'm going,
California
what the hell are we?
rattle. What's going on here?
Geographic.
Yeah. Viper with tick 5. Yeah, it was very good, Brown. All right, we're at the Heath. The rail's out 3. The track is a soft 7. Overcast. The rain hits Melbourne on Sunday, I reckon. So I reckon should be okay. Boniface, who we spoke about being a dual acceptor, is $2.50 and the favourite here in race 8. First chorus is $2.80. Lit Steel at the $4.80 and $8 is the best. Fine Future at $8 is the best of the rest. Brando, we'll start with you.
Yes, I think this is a better race for Boniface. Obviously, Rose mentioned drawn much worse at Caulfield, but I think this horse has got a massive future. Obviously, the French import that's rock hard fit now, and it's just bumped into a well above average horse into Zima, I feel. With the claim here for Logan Bates, it gets in with 51.5 kilos, so it gets back and runs on anyway. I think that it's the first emergency, so we do need a scratching out of this race, but I think it's better suited, and I've got it on top. I love first chorus and what Uncle Lindsay Smith's doing with this horse, but can't go past Boniface.
Very good. Rose?
Yeah, nice. It was a difficult race. I revisited it many times, but I landed on Magnaspin as my top pick for this. I think he's drawn well and will put himself on speed. And as you can see here, last start, he's facing off with first chorus there. And she did have him well and truly covered, but I think stepping up to the 1800, he's going to see it out a lot better than she is. She is nearing the end of her prep. She's 8 runs in now, whereas this is just his 3rd run he's coming into. And I think this was a really brave effort. And, you know, he's drawn well. He's going to go forward again. and I think he's going to take a fair bit of catching.
Nice each way value there, $13.
I was
$13
surprised
great
when the markets came out. Well, I wasn't. It is a handy race, and I think it's open. There's a lot of horses in there that could win it, but this always happens. You have things like Boniface that you think class horse can win, Drawn Horrible, Caulfield Heath. You know, it can get a good horse beat having to go back from a bad barrier. So it'll be a very interesting watch, that's for sure.
Yeah, sure will. All right, we'll move our attention to race 3 over 1,000 here. Cavalry Girl is $2.70 favourite. Bazaball Rewarded is $4.20. Stokey's $4.80. Beast Mode, another dual acceptor we spoke about earlier, is at the $7, and Along the River $8.50. Brown Dog, you like the favourite here, and this is the last start. Very impressive win in the Lightning over in Adelaide at Morphettville.
25th of July, Tommy Dabinick took this horse to Adelaide and just jumped and went forward like it likes to race. Right here on the turn, puts a couple of lengths on him. Jockey still hasn't flinched. And once they decide to open up, really put this field away. So she's a nice horse and hasn't run out of the top 2. This preparation's gone second, first, second, and then obviously that 5-length dominant display in listed grade. So got the 53 kilos. Linda Meach on board will adapt very similar tactics to that, and I think just try and run them off the legs. I think Stokey's a good horse. It's a bit of a first-up specialist as well. It's won 3 from 4, and it got the job done in a listed race at Flemington at the end of last prep, which was a good win. And Bazball Rewarded. It beat Beast Mode convincingly over the 1,000 at Sandown, went to Caulfield, led before being collared by Winner's Edge over 1,100, and then last up. They took a sit behind the leader that fell back into its lap, and that's probably the reason why it didn't quite finish off the way it likes to do. So excuses there, but I think if Cavalry Girl takes any fitness and confidence out of that, it could easily do something similar here in a benchmark 100.
Thoughts, Rose?
Yeah, another race I revisited many times. I think Stokey needs to bring her best, but I just thought the race shaped up perfect for her. It's a race with a fair bit of speed in it. I think, you know, the likes of Chinqui, Beast Mode, if he runs, they're going to go forward and take each other on. It's going to be a hot tempo. She is going to be able to camp maybe just a pair back and be running over the top of them late. Like you said, terrific first up record, 1 from 1 at the track, great over the distance. Just a lot of positive stats for me. I'm hoping Cavalry Girl's going to be tired. From
and the thing is that was against 2 and 3 year olds. Now Cavalry Girl comes up in open grade as a 4-year-old, which is a big step.
I mean, there is sort of a well-known thing in the industry that travelling can bring horses on. So it'll go one of 2 ways. It'll have either knocked her around a little bit or she's going to improve off it.
There you go.
Time will tell. All right, we head to race 6 on the card over the 1,200 metres, and I'm excited about this, and you'll soon see why. So we've got Customers $1.75 favourite. That's not why. Bewitchery at $6. That's not why. But it's Stylish at $8.50 because both of you like this horse at a really nice price in a, well, outside of the favourite an open race. So, Brown Dog, talk to us on Stylish and why you think he can get the chocolates.
Well, we aligned last week, didn't we? And Stylish got scratched.
When we align, it doesn't normally go well.
Yeah.
So
well, not with that attitude, it doesn't, Rose. Let's positivity.
So good to see it racing this week. I really like the form around Duchess Sue, and we don't know if how that horse would have run on the weekend because it was another one of those horses that was scratched. But it's been really good, this preparation. 2 seconds and a win back to 2,000 metres is interesting. You know, I think this is a 1,400 metre horse. So hopefully that doesn't bring it unstuck. But it's drawn well. It gets 2 kilos off the back there with Jackson Radley, who is riding well. And I thought $8.50 was just a really nice price. And you're getting that because Customs obviously $1.75, which gave them an absolute belting at Caulfield last start. It's got to go benchmark 74 up to an 88. This horse has only won 2 of 11. I know it was very convincing, but I don't think it's an absolute bomb-proof $1.75 pop. So happy to go with an each-way play about Stylish.
Yeah, no, totally agree. The only concern, like you said, is that I prefer to see her over 1400 instead of dropping back to 12. But I think Customs coming from barrier 6 is going to end up behind Stylish, and I keep pressing the issue that I think it's going to be pretty leader biased. Caulfield Heath, soft track, rail out 3 meters. And I just think Stylish is a good horse, and if Customs lands behind it in the run, she's going to struggle to get past her.
The other one, Piastri, I've written here, didn't have engine troubles down the Flemington Straight last start. It was a good win. And Bet Witchery came out of that same race, race grandstand side, and boxed on well for third at Flemington. You like that one, Wally?
Yeah, well, the Columbus puns last week didn't work out well for us, so maybe we just scrap those, Brandon. All right, that's our racing at the Heath. And now, before we get to our $100 play, I've got another quiz for you.
Oh, another one. Gee whiz.
Yeah, I enjoy the quizzes. So let's get stuck in this time. This probably lends itself a little bit more to Rose that has from the jockey days. And what we're going to do now is that we are going to show some aerial views of racetracks. You're going to buzz in with your name, obviously. It's how we do it. And you're going to tell me what track we're looking at. We've put the meter markers on it too to help.
Are these just Australian or international?
Oh, mate, no, the Turpentine's not on there, Brown.
Well, because I've been to Kentucky, I've been to
Yeah, but have you looked at the
All right,
track
yeah,
map?
the name drop, yeah, big deal, mate. I've been in New York and Vegas. What's your point? Like, mate, we've all been places.
I have a good understanding aerially of some of the international
I
race
would be
courses.
blown away if you could tell me, like, Turf Paradise, Indiana. Oh, I know that one. That'd be huge. The old Hollywood Park, which is now SoFi Stadium. All right, let's get them up. Our first track on the screen here.
Flemington, Brown Dog.
Okay.
Rose, Moonee Valley.
You're both wrong, so it's a 0.
Caulfield.
That's Caulfield.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Since when?
I went way
Flemington's
too
straight
quick.
been
Yeah,
I was
no,
going to say, like...
I just wanted to get
I
off the
don't-
mark early.
Yeah, I love you're all over the place. You said HQ and then you said Flemington. There you go. And just the
I
evidence
got
as
on
well
my
of how
second
tight the
go to-
1400 metre is.
You should know that having
I
ridden
did
that.
just say, I said Caulfield.
After you said Moonee Valley.
Yeah, because I immediately just looked at the right.
I was tempted to put Moonee Valley just a patch of dirt as a game. All right, okay, so it's 0-0. I'm shocked. Next track, please.
Brown Dog.
Yep.
Just going to compose myself.
Oh, come on, mate.
Stop! He's
Go,
cheating.
go, go.
He's
Stand
got,
down.
no.
No.
He's
looks
calling
nothing like-
his name,
Go,
and then he's
you're gonna call
having
your name? You get a free hit at it. That looks nothing like Sandon, okay?
Satellites aren't my
That's a
thing.
New South Wales track.
Well, yep. There's a few there. 5.
Aubrey?
No.
What did you say,
Randwick.
Aubrey? Did you say
Royal
Aubrey?
Randwick.
Did you say Aubrey?
Royal
Wow.
Randwick. That was.
At least I went Metropolitan.
I mean, yeah. Okay. Okay. Next, so we're
Aubrey.
0 for 2 again. Go. I actually thought I'd gone too easy. I
No.
thought, these are too easy.
You overestimated us yet again.
It's in Queensland.
Brown Dog.
Yep.
Doomben?
Yeah, correct. That's extraordinary. That was a guess.
Yeah, it was a guess.
Okay.
That was a
Eagle.
guess.
I nearly did the Eagle Farm. You know how it's got all the sheds in it in the middle. It's got that. Yeah, have Google it. Have a look. You see
Really?
what I mean. All right. Next one.
On the water there.
It's a metro track on the water,
Rose, that's WA.
which would be.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Oh, God.
Starts with A.
Yeah, Belmont.
Ascot.
Yes. Okay. I had to give hints here. They're going beautifully.
That's cheating.
Well.
That's cheating.
Okay. Last one. Oh, Rose.
Mornington.
Yes.
Rose.
Yeah, Rose Morning. If you hadn't have got that, can I? And
You
then
ride there every day.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I
my
don't.
point. But like, you should know Mornington. Okay, so I honestly thought it could go 0 for 5. I thought you'd get that right.
Very difficult.
Can I just throw this one? I had a tiebreaker one, and just how badly that went. I just want to see if you get this one. Tiebreaker.
That,
I thought Rose might get it
Mark Dell.
Warwick
because
Nabil.
I'm assuming you raced there when you're racing SA. Murray Bridge.
Oh,
Did you ever race Murray Bridge?
Yeah, I did. I didn't know it looked like that.
they look very different aerially from the birdcage.
They do, yeah, Brando. Yeah, I'll tell you. That's what I should have done. Do you know what we'll do? Come spring, We'll do and there you go. So Rose wins. It's just another way for Brown Dog to lose a quiz. But what we're going to do, what we might do is...
That was impossible.
Oh, well, I did
No,
it.
it wasn't. Not at all.
You'd ridden the track and you didn't get it. So, I mean, like, he's probably right. I thought,
I thought
honestly,
you meant the whole
I went
quiz.
Caulfield, Randwick, Doomben, Ascot, and then your home track. I thought we were in okay.
I've been to them all.
Yeah. The Flemington call of Caulfield was about as good as it gets. What we'll do over spring, though, we should do corporate hospitality venues. He will go 100 for 100. Don't worry about that. All right, let's get to $100 plays. This is what the punters want to hear. Brown Dog, we'll start with you, and we're back nice and early in the day.
We are, and I need to bounce back after a couple of my bests have gone under, which I don't like. $100 play is Caulfield, race 2, number 11, Celtics. So this is a Mick Price, Mick Kent runner that has been knocking on the door the last couple of starts. It's $2.45-ish. Back marker, been racing well, bumped into cruiserweight, and then a $50 pop. Luberhorn beat it last start, but they were both over 1,400 metres at Caulfield. Steps up slightly in trip to the 1,500, and the great Lockie Neindorf sticks. He's riding, hoping that it can be too classy for this field.
Love it. And you're going with a returning horse.
I actually really liked his. I was going to make that my best of the day at Flemington.
Wow.
But I don't want to
Tip your boyfriend's horse.
You don't want to...
think I'm copying you, but whatever.
What are you giggling at? We're adults,
Yeah,
Wally.
mate, we're adults. I think that I don't think it's the reason. I think it's more she don't want to be aligned with you, Brando. Let's be honest.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's the reason.
Okay.
All right, you're going to Randwick and as I said, a returning horse.
Yes, Angel Capital, class horse, proven in Group 1 company, amazing first up record. I like that Chris Wall has been quite bullish about him as well. So, yeah, he got my $100 this week.
I love the confidence too in what is a really stacked race. So that's great. All right, best of luck with the $100 plays with all the tips on the weekend. Punters, you enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the racing. And as always, remember, we're brought to you by Stockhead. Racing tips here, sort of. Stock tips from them and everything ASX. Enjoy the weekend and we'll see you next week.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.